Okay. And we are so pleased to invite you to participate in a focus group discussion on the revision of the pre-service teacher training curriculum. So let me introduce myself. My name is Головчуна Левтина Анатольевна. I have been working as a professor at Ablehan University, Kazakh University of International Relationship and World Languages, named after Ablehan. So our group includes three persons. So we are British expert, and we have a project. That one is a small-scale project, and the aim of today's discussion just to collect insights on how curriculum can be improved. So in terms of language competence and the practical methodological know-how. So we have prepared questions for you. There are 6 questions, and I'm expecting your answers for this question. So let's start because we have only 40 minutes of our discussion. And if you know the answer for this question, please introduce yourself, switch camera on, and give me a short answer for this question. Okay, so question number 1, how well does the current pre-service teacher training curriculum develop graduates' English language competence? And question number 2, what challenges do graduates face when using English for real classroom communication?
Can I start?
Yes, certainly, Maral. Yeah, thank you.
So my name is Orazova Akhmaral Abdullaevna. I represent the Birgen Zhubanov University, definitely the Department of English and German Languages. And Zarina asked me to give an interview within the frame of your project. So the curriculum that we are now having does lay an important foundation for developing mainly the English language competence of future teachers. However, it generally includes essential modules such as speaking, grammar, sometimes phonetics, but previously we had the phonetics when we were ourselves students, but now it is missing in the program. And now we have academic writing, language skills that develops listening, reading skills, speaking, and writing. However, despite covering all those core areas, there is a noticeable gap between what we are teaching or what are they are taught and the level of proficiency required in real life teaching situations. So, for example, many students now shift from English language while speaking in the classroom, so into their native language, especially in academic tasks when they do not understand some of the points in the tasks, they spontaneously shift from the language and they often struggle with spoken fluency and they are lacking confidence while interacting spontaneously in English, and they mostly prefer home prepared tasks. So prepared at home, prepared speech. This may be due to the academic nature of the language. So we observe that they do not acquire the new knowledge, the new words, new vocabulary into their speech. They do not include it, but they like those learned ones that came that they have from their school program. And it is a little bit difficult for us now at present moment having 20 students in a group to monitor all of them being active. And you know that it is really difficult and challenging for us to give feedback for all of them. And we noticed that most of the students are left behind, being unnoticed. And we try now to include such techniques as self-correction, peer correction. However, it does not work in most of the groups.
Okay.
And yeah, and it makes the lessons mostly teacher-centered.
Okay, teacher-centered lessons. Okay, let me summarize Your speech. So, your students struggle with spoken fluency, so they
Yeah,
prefer home prepared tasks. Yeah, that
yeah,
means the
yeah.
flipped classrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and usually they do not include new words, yeah,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
into their speech, and problems with the getting feedback. Some of them are unnoticed, yeah,
Yeah.
and self-correction. You involve such courses, but in any case, you face
Yeah,
problems.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
We
teacher.
involve
Mhm.
within all of the courses that we have in our program, but it does not really work in all of the groups, unfortunately.
Okay. Oh, thank you very much for your remark. Okay, dear colleagues, do you have something to add?
Yes, hello everyone. One
Hello,
more
Irina.
time,
Mhm.
North Kazakhstan University, Manash Kozabayev, North Kazakhstan University, Irina. So I would also like to say about our recent curriculum changes in the curriculum of our program. So from this year, we have launched the new updated curriculum, the Foreign Languages IP program. And in this curriculum, more hours are allocated for the developing language skills, right? And it's great. It's great that we have more hours compared to the second, third, and fourth year students when we had much less hours allocated for the English language competence development. But still, I would say that these components, the compulsory component that is included in the curriculum, like the philosophy and all the multiple pedagogical disciplines, right? Be connected with pedagogical research, pedagogical assessment, pedagogical research experiments. So many different pedagogical disciplines. Of course, they are essential, but still probably. Well, I would say that we still need more hours of the English language if it would be
Mhm.
possible to change this percentage of the compulsory disciplines and the ratio between the allocated for the compulsory disciplines, and to shift this focus and to let the basic disciplines, language related disciplines, be like more in this ratio,
Mhm.
dominating in the ratio, because we still have all this and history and philosophy,
Mhm.
sociology, politology. So I don't know, maybe if it was possible, but of course it depends on the ministry and so on and so forth, to make the changes in this component, the compulsory component, and make this component a bit more profession oriented, language oriented, profession oriented. So this would be great. This would impact and improve the students'
Mhm.
language competence, because still
Mhm.
it's
Okay.
not enough.
Okay. So let me make a summary of your answer. So you have a compulsory component in a study program and so many pedagogical. It is renovated, but still there are pedagogical subjects, many pedagogical subjects, and you would like to reduce, yeah, the hours for the pedagogical subject and include more subjects connected with language competence, right?
Yeah, maybe not even the reduction of the subject, but making them being taught in English, for instance, right? And being
Okay.
making them more relevant to, namely, teaching English, right? Not
Mm-hmm.
as general as they are now, but allocating it for our department, for instance. So
Mm-hmm.
we can also teach these disciplines in the English language, and this would enlarge, right, the
Mm-hmm.
make the number of hours more, right, and make them more relevant for the students.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, relevant. Okay. Yeah, thank you very much, Ellie.
Can I add
Okay.
here?
Yes.
Sorry.
Can you
We
introduce
have,
yourself, please?
yeah, we
Um,
have the same course, the same program introduced this year, but I don't really realize the difference between the former program that we are having now, English language, two English languages, English language and the one IP. So, and we all of us see that in the program, mostly we have in the first year 2 subjects included in the first year, and in the first semester, the first year, and 2 more subjects in the second. And all of the rest subjects, 3 or 4 subjects, are taught in their native Russian or Kazakh languages. So I have a suggestion, because they do not have just kind of just inclusion into that language. They cannot dive into the language. So so what if those 4 subjects or 8 subjects will be included 1 per semester in those taught in Kazakh and Russian languages, and most of the subjects should be taught, I think, in English. Yeah, I agree with that. Those subjects which are included by the Ministry of Education are taught in English.
So
That's what I was talking about, to make them immerse into the language, right?
Yeah, immerse into the language.
Exposed to the language, yes.
Right.
Yeah, should be taught in English, in order to improve their linguistic competence.
Yeah.
It makes sense. Okay. All right, so we have representatives from Ablayхан University. So dear colleagues, do you have something to add?
And we should say that
Galia Beskana, can you switch your camera on, please?
we should say that the curriculum of the educational program Teacher of 2 Foreign Languages develops graduates English language competence, and because that the English language competence can be professionally or at the end of their studying courses, and finally they are professionally formed. The English language competence, and during the graduates studying courses, teachers or the staff of our teachers, develops the competencies, first of all, as you know, according to the academician Kunanbayeva Salima Sergeyevna, ICC, and its set of components.
Okay,
That's all.
so you mean that the set of the components of ICC should be improved, right?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Galia Beskana.
Sorry, I have a question. What does ICC mean?
Intercultural communicative competence.
Okay.
Cultural competence. According to the academic, I'd like to focus your attention on the academic Salima Sergeyevna Kunanbayeva.
Okay. Okay, should we move to question number 3 and 4?
Yes.
To what extent does the curriculum provide sufficient methodological training for teaching practice? Yeah, so we're talking about methodology now, instrumental competence, right? And what practical teaching skills are still missing in the current program?
Excuse me, Alexandra Antonovna.
Daria Olegovna, can you switch your camera on, please?
I'm sorry, my camera doesn't work, only sound.
Okay.
May I ask a question? I understood colleagues were talking about IP program. Are we discussing 2 foreign languages educational program or IP? Could you please clarify that part?
Both.
Both.
Yeah.
Thank you. Just wanted to clarify.
Do you have something to add, Daria Olegovna?
I wanted to just support our colleague Akmaral. Sorry, I don't know the paternal name. Mentioned that the subjects that are presented in compulsory certificate, that wasn't Akmaral who was talking about that. I just heard this idea that they should be more teaching oriented. I really support this idea. I think that set of subjects takes enormous amount of credits. However, all of them are taught in Russian and Kazakh, and I guess if they would be slightly, reorganized, or probably the amount of credits would be somehow shortened and more credits given to the language development, fluency development, that would be great.
Okay, so the compulsory subject should be more teacher-oriented, right? Okay, thank you. Okay, question number 3 and 4. So let's discuss methodology. So to what extent does the curriculum provide sufficient methodological training, and what practical teaching skills are still missing in the program?
I have some addition, if it's possible.
Yeah, Ludmila?
Людмила,
Uh-huh.
недавно. Nazarbayev University. You know that the number of credits for methods of teaching the first foreign language have been reduced for unknown reason, and I believe that it will be not enough. Now we have 6 credits, but in IP program we have only 4, and it's not in our responsibility to change anything. So we are given credits. Yes, that was given to us. So and we don't have the chance to add anything, and that's why it's not enough, surely. Because students face a lot of challenges while preparing for the first year school practice and in the future, and I can't imagine how we'll cope with that. So I give this lecture course, and it's very hard. Just even now, maybe it's not enough, but it's not bad. It's better because we had 5 credits. Now we have 6 credits this year, but then so we face challenge because only 4, and I'm thinking how to organize everything properly. So that's the problem. That's the problem. And then, so our graduates this year they started their teaching career, and I have a lot of questions from them. You know that there are not so many students with special needs, and first of all in the region. And they asked me about that and how to cope with that. Surely we have a special part of the course devoted to that, but not so much. And I was really surprised that they face such a problem. So then the different specific needs, different educational needs that students with them, and it's hard for the students to follow the program. So, and surely it must be. And the course that we have, inclusive education, it's surely in Russian. Just as my colleagues have already said, we need more specific courses. And surely some courses that exist can be delivered in English, And I gave such recommendations that we were asked. We were asked for such recommendation, and we gave them this year. And we hope that our department will be given the right to change something and to ask to give us more chances to deliver specific classes devoted to the method of teaching in the English language. Thank you very much.
Okay. Ludmila, are you from Nazarbayev University? I didn't understand.
No, I'm from Kazybayev University.
Kazybayev
University.
Kazybayev University.
And Irina Alexandrovna. We're working together.
Oh, yeah, okay. But you mentioned Nazarbayev University, so that is why I wanted to confirm.
Kazybayev, maybe I pronounced
Kazybayev, not Nazarbayev. Sorry.
Kazybayev.
Okay.
It's the general name now for our university, Kazybayev University. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, Ludmila. So let me make a summary of your presentation. So the number for the methodological courses, the number of the credits was reduced, yeah? So you have only 4 credits. It's a complicated.
Yes, that's true.
And yeah, you met graduates who are working at the school now, and they have come to understand that they have to teach students with special needs, and they don't know how to do it, right? So
yes,
that is
because more students now. They have more students with special needs.
They have more students with special needs, more than they expected. Yeah. Okay, and so that is why inclusive courses should be added, or you have inclusion course, but it is made in Russian. Yeah, it should be done in English in order to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, right? So
yes, and maybe not only inclusive, maybe something else is possible because we have several courses delivered
more
in Russian.
specific courses can be delivered in English.
True,
Okay,
that's
thank
true.
you very much. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Makes sense, definitely. Okay, thanks a lot. Thanks for sharing. We really appreciate it. We need for our project. We need your participation in our focus group discussion. Okay, any other questions or any other answers for this question?
I was just, can I say, I was just thinking
Irina?
this
Mhm.
general approach, this general idea of including more subjects that are related to teaching in general is a good one, right? It's a good idea. But it seems that at this, at the place where it all started, right, at this upper levels of our education development system and all that, there was a kind of misleading, I guess, because all the pedagogical disciplines that are now in the curriculum, they are so general. They are just they're just too general. And everything is generalized. And like Ludmila Leonidovna has been just saying about this inclusive education, we do have this course, but it is so general that it's practically about everything and about nothing. But
Right.
they should be pedagogical, yes, but they should be really specified
They
to
do
these
not have practical
foreign language.
application, I think.
Yeah. And otherwise, what's the point, right, of having so many credits allocated for such like disciplines as a result, it's just basically only the theory. Only the theory.
Only the theory.
So that's the problem, I guess, that because it looks as if we have everything we need, but it just looks, right? Judging by the names, pedagogical, but even in the names, I guess there should be something particular, relevant to the major of the students, right?
All right, yeah. So many subjects are general, but they should be more pedagogical, so teacher-centered, yeah. Only
Teachers,
few,
not just teacher-centered in general, but namely EFL teachers or foreign language teachers. Right?
Foreign language teacher-centered, yeah. All right, foreign language teacher-centered.
Yes, that's the idea. So it was just a good direction to cover all different aspects. It was very good, but they're really absolutely general, and that's not effective for us. Just as young Sana said, that's the problem.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
And the curriculum offers sufficient methodological training for teaching practice due to theoretical modules, seminars, and graduates. We see that they are ready to conduct English language lessons, and they are taught or trained methodologically well. And as if we focus on or speak about, challenges, the second question, that I think that graduates have some difficulties in explanation of grammar when they have or during their conducting or when they conduct, or they are in classroom communication or teaching children, because I say that we have come to the conclusion, or because of their practice, students' practice, analyze that we have found such kind of problem or challenge.
Yeah, so during their internship, during their practicum, our students are making mistakes, grammar mistakes, while conducting classes in English,
Yes.
And I think there should be a particular course for our students of how to explain that grammar rules or that kind of MFP which was taught in the CELTA course. So they just read from the course and they just present it as it is in the course book, not adapting it to the level of the students. And they do not clarify their understanding. They just say, is that clear? Which is not almost clear, totally clear.
Yeah, I mean concept checking questions,
Yeah, concept checking questions, yeah. This should be included apart from the method of teaching course.
Checking questions, yeah. Yeah, how to explain grammar, how to explain, how to teach grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, and all types of speech activities such as reading, writing, listening,
Yeah,
speaking.
and I think more of the practical hours should be added into the curriculum, more credits.
More credits for practicum, right?
Yeah,
Right?
more credits.
Okay.
So
Okay.
in that way, our students would be ready just for their school internship.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very
And
much.
this is the question of just making more credits for the methodology of teaching.
Yeah.
Right? It's just because all these questions of assessment or grammar, teaching listening, teaching speaking, because I just heard about this. We know, right, Alevtina Antonovna, changes in IELTS project, right, that they allocated special courses with separate courses, teaching listening, another teaching reading, another course teaching grammar. So all these separate courses, right? They did it back in Uzbekistan there. So but maybe even if we don't have anything like this, but still the methodology course, if it was like not 4 credits, but more, we could add some modules in this methodology course allocated for, namely, these things like reflection practices, right, or teaching grammar, so many more things that students need when they go and work at school, because reflection is also really important. It is required from the teachers nowadays to do lesson observation, lesson studies and all this, right? Reflection is a great part in it, but it's just not possible to teach this everything, every point of this that we've been mentioning in the 4 credit course. It is just not possible.
Yeah.
So,
It's not enough. Yeah. So
Actually,
yes.
actually, we are so sorry. Actually, we're so pressed for time nowadays in the course that it's impossible to cover everything in detail, and that's a real pity.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so we have 6 minutes left, and the final question: what specific changes would you recommend to improve the program? Let's make a conclusion of our focus group discussion.
making
I believe that we have just covered the most important ideas here.
Yeah. Right.
And these are our
Yeah, all these aspects will certainly help to strengthen the curriculum, definitely. Yeah. Okay, so
So I'm interested to know, so I have a question. Do you have in your programs phonetics
as a separate course, you mean?
as a separate course?
No.
we have grammar and phonetics together.
Yeah, and our students do not really realize what is a sentence stress, what is intonation, how to articulate the sounds. So, and when we correct them, when we provide them feedback about their language, they are really surprised and shocked. And it seems to them that they should speak the same way as they speak their Kazakh and Russian languages.
in
And
IP program. I'm sorry, in this new IP program. So we have 3 credits for phonetics separately and 4 credits for grammar. It's a new IP program. Before that, it was together, 6 credits together. Now we have 1 more credit, but separately, 3 for grammar and 4 for phonetics. It's a new thing. Not enough, surely, but this is our present. Just what?
3 credits for grammar, and how many for phonetics too?
4 credits for phonetics. Yes, in different semesters. 4 credits for phonetics.
Yeah, it's good.
so,
How
Not
about,
bad,
how about this? I'm sorry, how about this point of bridging school and university? Now we, at our university, we do not have any hours allocated in the working load of the teachers of university teachers allocated for teaching practice. So our students just go to school and they are given to the teachers at school, and this connection between the university and school during the practicum is practically, well, is nothing, right? Because we so to say are not responsible for their teaching practice when they go there. It's only the teachers and students. So if it's possible to if it was possible to improve this situation with connecting, bridging the university and school, and working together, collaborating to improve the practical teaching skills of our students, it would be, I guess, better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
So if I'm not mistaken, in my workload this year, I have 5 students, and the credit for this cohort of students for about 1 credit only. 1 credit, if I'm not mistaken. And I don't really have time, my free time to visit them and to give them real feedback. I have to watch their lessons via Zoom sessions with poor connection, with poor sound. I don't really realize what are they doing. So
Even
I think
if you
it's not.
have certain credits, it's still not enough, and it's still a problem.
So I have to teach at the university, and I am to be there. So this does not work really.
Yes, that's
Will the results of that interview and that project will be presented to our Ministry of Education
And the recommendation, yeah.
as a recommendation? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So we're making the report, and that was a focus group discussion we organized with you, and there was a questionnaire, and what else? And there was questionnaire. 35 designers of the programs have participated in it. So we will process the result and present to the Ministry of Education. Yeah. And sign the public.
okay. And Julie, we appreciate this possibility to express our opinion.
Oh, really? Yeah, very good.
Yeah, our voices will be heard, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, let's hope.
Hopefully.
Yeah, let's hope for the best. Okay, so we have 1 minute left. I really appreciate your participation. You help us a lot, and I will process information which I've heard today, and I will make the report. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
So thank you again.
Thank you
Have
very
a
much.
nice evening.
Have a nice evening. Yeah. Have a nice
Bye-bye.
evening.
Nice evening.
Bye.
Nice evening, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye.
See you.